Welcome back, guys. In this new video, I will be showing you how to draw the auxiliary view for this truncated prism. In the subsequent video, I drew the plan and the truncated front elevation. Now, labeling here is of great importance. You must label this and you must label this correctly. Once you have done that, now they typically tell you what angle this auxiliary view should be at. And again, remember now that an auxiliary view is an advanced form of orthographic projection. Say for example, this looking at this here, you're seeing three views. This is isometric or three-dimensional view. No, with orthographic view, you don't see three sides. You see only two sides. So this would be the auxiliary view. Here you're seeing one side, two side. Yeah, that's the auxiliary view for this. 1, 2 view. So now this figure is a little bit different. This has more, this is not a regular box, right? The first step is to draw these lines, draw lines through all the 6 corners, parallel lines at the given angle here. So now I'm sketching my solution. Sketch. So if you're using AutoCAD, what you do, you would draw a random length line at an angle of 45 degrees in this case. Then you'd copy, using here as a base point, to all 6 sides. So I'm using sketch for mine, a piece of strip I'm using as my guide. And this is that point. So I'm being careful to have these parallel. So we have all those sides. Yeah? Now my next step is to draw a line perpendicular. Now I'm going to label my base XY. Label my base XY. XY. Notice I draw a line here and I'm labeling this line XY. Now I need to establish that line perpendicular to this. Yeah. And label this X1, X1, Y1. Now, the principle here for auxiliary projection is that you transfer measurements 2 views back. So here is the front plan, auxiliary. So we are working here. We skip this view. We move on to this view. So in this case, we're going to transfer the distance from XY, from A, on the A line here, using the same reference point here. Say for example, from XY to A is this distance, So I go down to A, this is A comes here, A is on this, and I transfer, this is A line, I transfer the same distance here on A line. So this is point A. Again, I transfer the distance from A, XYA, this distance, on the A line here. We started here, so I'm starting here as well. I then go across to X from here to B, If you're using AutoCAD, what you would do, you'd use circle. Use a circle, here a center, here a radius, and then you draw a circle with this radius. Then you would move the circle, grip the middle, and drag and drop it here. And where the circle cuts this would be a point. You would then trim off the excess and then label here A for AutoCAD. So this is B. I then go down to B line is right here. I go to B, and again I transfer that distance. So here is B. Yeah. I then go across to C. C is right here. So you can see how important labeling is. And again, if you're using AutoCAD, you would simply move that same circle here, click the grip, and adjust the circle to fit this. Yeah. So again, I open my compass to this side or draw a circle. Here a center to this point. Then you trace, go down to C. This is C. Transfer that very same distance. Then make sure to mark your point C. So here is A to B, B to C. My advice to you though guys, is to wait. Don't start to draw this as yet, okay? Next step is to transfer the distance from XY line here up to D, then go down to D. D is right here. So this is D, D is right here. And we go up here to D, and we transfer that distance. So this is D. So we have A, B, C, and D. Now let's go back to E, point E. This is E right here. And E overlaps with C. So we go from here, go down to E. This is E line. Go up here, transfer that distance. And that is E. We then go back to F. Again, draw your circle or transfer that distance there from here to there. So we go down to F, follow F, come up here, and this is F. This is F right there. And F goes back to A. So we can go ahead and brighten up. So B, D goes to E, yeah. And B goes to C. E goes to F. E goes to F. And F goes to A. F goes to A. F goes to A. And from here, we bring these points down. This comes down here. This brighten up this point right here. You also brighten up this point. You brighten up here as well. Yeah. Or we transfer, well, we could label these, A prime. For the lower part, B prime, C prime, D prime. But these would all be on the baseline. So this would have been A prime, B prime, A prime, and C would have been in the back, which we really would not see there. Yeah, so C would have been broken. So this would have been the auxiliary view for that. So C and D would have been here. We'd use broken line to represent those. Remember, we use broken line to represent information that we cannot readily see with our naked eye. Yeah. And that is the auxiliary view for this. Remember now, guys, that XY could have been here could have been XY. This doesn't necessarily have to be here. Also, X1, Y1 could have been here. The line could have been here. Okay, so take note of that. So that is so, this is the principle behind auxiliary projection. And of course, you can use this principle to produce any auxiliary. Yeah, you could also draw the second auxiliary, which I will not get into, by drawing a line here and then transfer this will be the first, draw parallel lines through these points and then transfer this distance onto this, and you would have gotten your second auxiliary. Of course, those are higher level stuff which I will not be getting into at this time. Okay, thank you for watching, guys. Peace out.